Now, in today's unit on going to school at a high school in the United States, we're talking about getting educated in the real world. You'll get educated if you go to school, like high school or university, but you can also get educated by working out in the real world at a company with real people trying to make a living.
Ooh, sometimes that's the best way to get some education. To go out there and get hands-on education, meaning you do it yourself. You don't read about it in a book or hear someone else tell you what it's about or what it's like. Well, some kids, like me when I was growing up, we not only went to high school, we had some part-time jobs at the same time. Now, just getting all your homework done here in Taiwan is quite difficult. I know you guys are busy. But imagine having a job on top of all your homework as well. Now, in the U.S., it's kind of common for students to have part-time jobs while they're in high school. Did you have one, Tom?
Sure. I worked at my dad's gas station. I smelled like gasoline after I finished work, but it was worth it. So lots of people, again, as you said, get part-time jobs. Usually when they're in high school, it's unusual for them to get jobs when they're younger than that. And working in a gas station or a restaurant would be examples of that. So in most cases, the kids do it just to make a little bit of money, a little pocket money that they can use to buy things, and they don't have to wait for their parents to give them money.
Yeah, I appreciated that part of it. It also helped me feel a lot more responsible working while I was still in high school. Now, in most cases, it's not just about making money. There are other reasons for getting a part-time job, although the extra money is really great. Having a part-time job is a great way to learn responsibility. So you usually have some part at work that only you can do. You're in charge of it while you're there, and your boss expects you to be an adult and to do your job. You have to take responsibility. So you get to learn how to be an adult while you're still in high school. You also get used to working in the real world. You know, it's a little bit different working in the real world than just going to school and maybe being responsible for your homework and studying for your tests. It's a lot different. Now, to get used to something just means you get more and more familiar with something as you do it. For example, you might have never played baseball before, but once you start and you practice it, you get used to it, and pretty soon you think you kind of know what you're doing. To get used to something, here is our sentence for you. Let's take another look.
Sentence for you.
Get used to. I don't want to eat junk food. It's gross.
Just try some. You'll get used to it.
But it's so unhealthy. You should eat healthy food instead.
No way. I could never get used to eating boring fruits and vegetables.
Then you'll soon have to get used to being fat.
Maybe healthy food isn't such a bad idea after all.
Okay, so again, they don't do it just to make money. They want to get some experience, and they can get used to working in the real world because they're going to have to do that later on in their lives. Well, usually students will choose low-level jobs that don't require a lot of skill. So a low-level job would be something that most people don't want to do, like being a dishwasher or sweeping up after other people and things like that. That is a low-level job, and it doesn't require any special skills. To require means that you have to have this thing. and you don't need to have these special skills to be a dishwasher or to put gasoline into people's cars.
Now, some of these jobs that don't require a lot of skill include working as waiters, which just means you go out and serve food. A waiter can be a guy, a waitress is a girl, or you could be a cashier at a store. A cashier is someone who stands behind a cash register. It's a machine that you put the price of the products in and the total comes up and the drawer of money opens. Well, in these positions, students can learn about the importance of customer service. If you have a position in a store or at some sort of job, it means that's what you do. That's your job. You could say, hey, what's your position at 7-Eleven? Well, I'm a cashier. I work on the cash register.
Right, or if you apply for a job at a company, you might say, I'm interested in the teller's position or the accountant's position, that job in the company. And if you have these positions, you can learn something about customer service, how to interact with people, how to say please and thank you to them. I certainly learned that when I was working at the gas station. You had to be polite to people. You had to say thank you. You had to say, may I help you? And stuff like that.
Now, other students prefer working outside or outdoors. Like maybe you mow lawns for people. That means you take a lawnmower and you cut the grass. The lawn is just an area of grass. So you might have a lawn in the front yard or the backyard. There's a lot of lawn covering the parks here in Taiwan. Now, or you could be out doing construction work, which is hard work. My brother did that early in the morning before school started.
And that's a way to get in shape too, so you can work outside and build those muscles at the same time. Okay, everybody, we'll continue talking about our article for today in just a couple of seconds, but right now we're going to listen to our Chinese teacher.